10. Put them back. Let's go 25s. Rico.
Like oh my God.
7, 8, 9. Come on. Nice. Awesome. Good work.
You make me feel like a
Well, you see how, like, when I joined you for that session, I was breathing out my hole. And that's how, like, you, because it's different when you're lifting heavy weights, doing the same sort of thing. I'm making you breathe out your hole now. So a bit of payback. Right, we're about to get stuck into a leg session, Rico style. So he's talking more, obviously a leg session for me is heavy squats, heavy leg extensions, heavy leg press, build muscle. Rico's a fighter. You know, there's a lot of speed and power. So it's going to be completely different to what I'm used to. This coach is definitely going to be a good coach because he wears his glasses on the end of his nose. That's good coach territory. Straight in the deep end, 24 reps. I've got very strong legs, so this will be interesting.
10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
No rest for the wicked, 1 in, 1 out. I like to train like this. Not many people do.
2,
You're very powerful there, Rico.
6, 7, 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect.
Next one, you're gonna love it. You're gonna step up, like kneeing somebody in the face. You're gonna have the weight, 5 kilos. Long step up, bang, like this.
Good job. Good work, man. Oh my God. Feeling good? What's hurting the most?
I think my ego.
The ego.
Rico Verhoeven is testing his power with world's strongest man Eddie Hall ahead of the Oleksandr Usyk bout, and their recent workout sessions are absolutely fire. The brutal training with Eddie Hall is turning Rico Verhoeven into a beast, power mode activated, and the wild gym sessions reflecting his relentless mindset for this bout.
I think that's what you're probably going to be failing at. Like that 20th rep will be solid.
Feels like I'm gonna fail at 2. 1, 2, oh, I'm burning. Oh my God, all right. 32.5 it is. Eddie did 50, but I tried 40 and it killed me already, so 20 is the goal. Let's get it.
Nice. 1. 10. Put them back. Let's go 25s. Rico.
Like oh my God.
7, 8, 9. Come on. Nice. Awesome. Good work.
You make me feel like a
But that is only the start, as Rico is now undergoing the kinds of exercises he has not done in his whole life for this showdown with Oleksandr Usyk.
This was just the first exercise.
But we'll just do a little bit of sides, a little bit of rears. That'll do for shoulders, and then we'll do a bit of back, eh? Okay. Heavy as we can. So that last rep is like hard.
All right, you start and then we see how it goes. 1, 2, 3.
What are we on now? What number?
12, I believe.
Okay, let's swap to 12 and a half. So you need to keep that. 8, 9, come on. 10, 11, one more. 10, Wow, nice.
So different than I'm used to.
In the world of boxing, skill is not the only tool, but most importantly, it is the conditioning that turns any shape into beast mode, and Eddie Hall does talk about his healthy diet for maintaining the physique, which makes it very interesting.
It is what it is. He's my superior. He's my superior, and I can't do anything about it. All right, 22.
22, let's go. Nice long arm. This for me is quite small, so I'll just like 200 gram of organic smoked salmon, 300 gram of cottage cheese, and perhaps 1 or 2 boiled eggs. That's it.
Okay.
So it's quite a relatively, probably.
And why is that? Is that specifically for you, or is it just every person is different?
Well, I need to get, specifically for me, so my size, I need a lot of omega-3s, omega-6s, so I have a lot of salmon. The cottage cheese is obviously good protein.
Yeah.
But also live cultured, so it's really good for the gut, for the immune system, because of my size, how hard I train. Yeah. Really have to look after the immune system. And then eggs, good protein, and the eggs is the most complete, nutritious food on the planet.
Their mutual collaboration shares exchangeable skill set and power from their own disciplines. As for a kickboxing legend, getting strength to a level where Eddie operates is a difficult task, and so is for Eddie learning kickboxing technique.
Next one, you're gonna like. You're gonna love it. You're gonna step up, like kneeing somebody in the face. You're gonna have a weight, 5 kilos. Long step up, bang, like this. Okay. Then we're gonna switch, bang, bang, bang.
Wow, okay. 24 reps by chance?
Exactly.
Yeah.
24 on this side.
And then,
And 24 on that side. And back to back.
Oh, wow, okay.
So that is?
Yeah.
How many are there?
It's 48.
48, exactly. So this is gonna be fun.
See that? quick maths there.
8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 8, 9, 10, 1, go on, that's it. 3, 4, keep breathing. 5, 7, 8.
As Eddie Hall trains with Rico, the world gets to see how Verhoeven is training and pushing himself beyond the limit for his fight with Oleksandr Usyk.
9, 10, 1, 2, going good. 3, 4, 2, 1. Nice. Whoa. That's it.
I thought we did the cardio this morning. Okay, straight on to the next thing. Let's keep up.
7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 2, 3, 4, 3, 1, 2, 8, 9, 10, 8.
Just put the weights down and he's walking off to the distance.
3, 4, 5.
The strength and conditioning for Rico Verhoeven excels at a different level when he gets the gym sessions harder, brutal, and tougher with Eddie Hall.
Nutritious food on the planet, so it's basically your multivitamin. That's why I take eggs. Just basically, it's like a good all-round amino acid multivitamin. And yeah, when you add all that up, that's about 600 gram of food.
Okay.
So it's still a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to eat bigger meals for lunch and dinner.
That's the big thing. Just get Eddie talking so I can rest more. 2, 3, 2, 1 more. Bam. Let's get it.
Whoa.
Oh, they were just 25s. Or should I start with 15?
15, if you can do 15, but if you have to drop, you have to do 10 more.
Okay, let's go. I'll keep them at 12 and a half then.
14, 15, 16, good. 17, 18, 19, one more. Nice.
Adding more and more weight during exercises is difficult for Rico, but he is motivated and showcases what it means to take on difficult challenges.
That was hard.
So we gotta do the Eddie.
That was hard. Yeah. If you don't make the orgasm noises, it doesn't count. It doesn't count.
Do I have to try this weight as well?
Yeah. Oh well, you can have a go. Now. Stop. Yeah. Don't cross. Keep it there. Keeps the pressure on all the time. Feel that? So 12, drop it down. Okay.
Execution.
Another 12, yes.
Yes, sir.
Look at that work in there, lovely.
That's why Eddie put me down in weight, because the execution was shit, to be honest.
As Rico prepares, the big question remains whether this training will help him surpass Usyk. Evander Holyfield delivers a reality check, insisting that conditioning now matters more than pure boxing skills. Usyk stands alone in boxing history, a once-in-a-generation talent. He never tires from the opening bell to the final 12th round, and beating him is a monumental challenge for anyone.
Usyk is just different. The fighters are different now. It used to be like skill, now it's more about conditioning.
You think so?
Yes, I know so. Because you can be skillful for 4, 5, 6, 7 rounds, but if that guy got that pressure on you and you can't stop it, it's like, it's just running your machine too fast. Your machine, you're going to lose, like you're going to go down, and they still going up, like Usyk. He's still going up. 12th round, he's strong as in the first round. He throwing punches like it's the first round. No one else has done that, been able to do that in the history of boxing.
How would you have fought Usyk?
I would have tried to knock him out. You know, but you see, again, me at my best, from my game plan is, I'm boxing him cool and relaxed. And I'm countering the heck out of him.
Stepping into the ring with a heavyweight champion has always been the dream for kickboxing icon Rico Verhoeven. He promises the world will witness an unforgettable showdown, something far beyond any fight seen before. This clash, he insists, will redefine greatness and leave fans breathless as two worlds of combat collide in a spectacle never experienced in the sport's history.
I gotta send a picture. I gotta send a picture of this is where the fight is gonna be with that backdrop. I was like, wow, it's iconic. It's like going back in the days, like the Rumble in the Jungle. So it's very unique.
How did your friends and family react when you told them this is where my next fight's taking place?
They're like, what? Where? Egypt? It's like, you never. No, I said, no, I never fought there. I never heard there was a big event there. So, yeah, it's super iconic, especially with the backdrop as the pyramids. It's out of this world.
Oleksandr Usyk refuses to be overlooked in this matchup. He has completed his own preparation, carefully studying Rico's past battles while tapping into the kickboxing expertise within his inner circle. Every detail has been examined, every angle covered. Usyk leaves nothing to chance, ensuring he enters the ring fully equipped and completely ready for whatever challenge Verhoeven brings.
Were you familiar with Rico before this fight came to you? Do you have to do some research on him?
Yes, I look in kickboxing fight.
Yeah.
Yes, because now we have UFC. It's like very famous, but 10 years ago it's only K1.
Yeah.
K1. But I have friend Ukrainians. Artur Kishenko is a K1. It's not heavyweight, light heavy, maybe 75 kilos. Yeah.
A confident smile on his face, Rico Verhoeven fully grasps the mountain he must climb. Taking on Oleksandr Usyk has served as his personal blueprint for staying hungry and never settling into comfort. He knows precisely what this battle means for his place in history. Every round, every exchange will carve out a legacy that reaches far beyond kickboxing, and he welcomes that weight with open arms.
Because I've conquered everything within the kickboxing sport. So now going out the sport, not feeling I'm done just yet, then why not take on the biggest, like the king of boxing, actually. Yeah. So I think, king versus king. I think that's the greatest challenge I could have taken, and for me it makes a lot of sense, because I do not like to get comfortable, and I like to challenge myself to the ultimate, and I think that's what I'm doing right now, facing this man.
When it first came on the table for you, was there anyone close to you that said, maybe, are you sure you want to do this? Maybe you want to think twice, it's a different sport?
No, yeah, not close to me, but a little bit further away.
Further away.
They were like, "You serious? This man is beating everybody. He is the very best, and arguably the very best to have ever done it."
Verhoeven turns up the heat even further, launching blunt verbal strikes straight at Oleksandr Usyk. His chilling message carries a brutal promise to take off Usyk's head once they stand face to face inside the ring. No hesitation, no filter, just raw confidence from the kickboxing king, ready to shock the boxing world with devastating force.
In as much or as little detail as you're going to, from the first bell, what are you going to do?
Knock his head off. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm, like you said, I'm like 55 pounds heavier. Yeah. So as soon as I hit him, it's gonna be something different.
You're gonna knock his head off?
Of course.
I think he's only been knocked down once. He's never been knocked, and that was a low blow. He's never been knocked down. You're going to have to go some, Rico.
Oh, what an opportunity I have here. I'm going to shock the world in front of the pyramids in this crazy scene. It's like, oh my God, I love it. That's why I'm so excited.
From a different corner, Hamza Shiraz gives Rico absolutely no chance, laughing off Verhoeven's threat as pure fantasy. He labels the kickboxer completely delusional for believing he stands a chance. Shiraz guarantees that instead of landing any knockout blow, Rico will be the one getting flattened and ironed out the moment they step into the ring together.
Listen, I think he's going to get absolutely ironed out. That's the truth. Like, I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but you're fighting Oleksandr Usyk. You know what I mean? Someone who's beat Joshua, beat Fury, not only once but twice. And it's too much of an ask. You know what I mean? He has got a puncher's chance. We all have, but whether that chance will actually come to fruition, I don't really think it will.
Meanwhile, the bout draws heavy criticism for being a gross mismatch. Wade Plemons leads the charge, ripping into the matchup and placing it well below the Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury clash. He argues that the gap in skill and experience makes this fight hard to take seriously, especially when measured against that memorable crossover spectacle.
My opinions on this fight, I f***ing hate this fight. I can't stand it. I understand the circus nature of it in terms of like big name kickboxer, one of the best of all time, if not the best of all time, coming in to fight an all-time great in the boxing space in his sport. We saw it with Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury. The only difference there was, I think, more fans of Francis Ngannou, more of a what-if factor because of his punching power and because Fury was 550 pounds in that fight. Accurate, not even exaggerating. We got a masterpiece in terms of what Francis did to the current heavyweight champion of the world. Now, this is a little different because Oleksandr Usyk is a massively different operator than Tyson Fury.
Wade argues that Usyk outclasses Tyson Fury as a boxer by a wide margin, and Rico Verhoeven's already slim hopes, even with his knockout power, turn this fight into pure absurdity. The WBC putting its stamp on the event only deepens the disgrace. Wade blasts both the organization and Usyk himself, insisting the champion should chase worthy contenders instead of risking his legacy and belts against a kickboxer.
He is a far better technical boxer than anyone at heavyweight, and he isn't really susceptible to one-punch KO power the same way Fury is when he comes in out of shape and blubbery. Now, is there the off chance that Rico catches Oleksandr Usyk? Yeah, sure. I understand. It's a fight. Anything can happen. But why is the WBC heavyweight champion of the world not just taking a recess from fighting the biggest and best boxers on the planet when he is the sitting champion, but also putting his title on the line to fight a kickboxer with one professional boxing match in his career? That's the big part that really irks me. It's not that, I mean, it kind of is that Usyk is just doing this, like, whatever, okay, Usyk can go and do exhibition fights.
Wade Plemons delivers sharp criticism, stating Usyk should have settled for an exhibition instead of gambling his championship, calling that the most disgraceful aspect of this actual fight. He accuses Mauricio Sulaiman of staining the WBC's reputation by endorsing it. To Plemons, the matchup is blatantly unfair, and he demands Usyk surrender the belt if unwilling to defend against the rightful top contenders.
Fine with me, as long as you're not putting the title up, and really, you should probably vacate the title if you're not going to defend it. But then when you include the title and you include it's a professional boxing match that the title is on the line for, I've said so much about how dumb the sanctioning bodies are, but Mauricio Sulaimán's really outdone himself here. Making this for the WBC title spits in the faces of not just contenders, it spits in the faces of boxing fans, because now you're expecting us to believe that these are the two best heavyweights on the planet in boxing, and we know they're not. We all call bullshit. This fight isn't even remotely interesting in terms of what we're doing it for. Are we really doing it because it's a fun thing to see Oleksandr Usyk fight Rico Verhoeven? No. We're doing it because Usyk wants a little time to do something else, make a fat paycheck, and they're going to do it at the bottom of the Pyramids of Giza.
On the flip side, this clash hands Rico a massive chance to seal his legacy against an undefeated heavyweight king. He boldly predicts taking Usyk's belt, warning that a kickboxer could shake the champion's entire legacy by risking everything. Verhoeven fully grasps the moment's weight and appreciates Usyk for accepting him when countless other rivals were available for the title defense.
So, what an amazing opportunity I'm having now to have the honor to share the ring with this man and get the rounds in and take his belt. So no, it's like I said, it's an incredible honor, and also amazing that he took that fight, because like he said, he has hundreds of options in front of him, and he took this fight. So I'm appreciative for that. I'm thankful for that, and yeah, on the night we're gonna see and make the best man win.
Experts respect Rico's confidence and endless fire, yet warn that energy alone will barely trouble Usyk, a fighter on another plane entirely. To them, Usyk is no ordinary challenger, but a technician and master who has outclassed elite boxers with sharp precision and smart ring IQ. Verhoeven's threats sound fierce on the surface, but against such polished composure, those words may carry zero real impact once the bell rings.
He's got absolutely nothing to lose here. He's got.
But does that make him even more dangerous, do you think?
That's exactly what it does.
Yeah.
It makes him more dangerous. It makes him more live. But Oleksandr Usyk, he doesn't buy into the pressure. He doesn't buy into, I've got it all to lose. He's just on his own planet. He's like, he exists in his own world, literally. And his world is, he goes to work, he works relentlessly hard, and then he just gets ready for fight night.
Well, it was interesting that he actually said up in the press conference that, because I don't think boxing is Usyk's life. I mean, he loves it. He's obviously done incredibly well at it, but it's not everything to him. And I think that probably is what makes him a little bit special as well.
Yes, he's a very spiritual man.
Across the ring, a harsh reality awaits Rico Verhoeven. Malik Scott, a former heavyweight contender who has traded punches with Oleksandr Usyk in sparring sessions, admits that Rico's physical size could pose a minor hurdle. Yet Scott still hands the kickboxer almost no path to victory. In his assessment, Usyk represents a once-in-a-generation phenomenon whose footwork, technical arsenal, and deceptive ring smarts form an extraordinarily difficult riddle. Very few fighters across any discipline have ever managed to decode him. Scott believes that while Verhoeven brings heart and power, stepping in with a pure boxing savant like Usyk is a completely different animal, one that will expose every gap between elite kickboxing and championship-level boxing.
I think concerning size and him being familiar with combat sports, yes, as far as that he may be a threat, but as far as technicalities of boxing, this is a whole new world over here, and he's going to find that very early. He's not in with a top 20 guy. He's in with a generational talent, considering that's what Oleksandr Usyk is. So I would feel a little bit different about his chances if it wasn't Usyk that he's going against, but he's going against one of the most gifted fighters of all time.
Exactly.
Rico walks into this battle with absolute self-belief, facing a man that Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, and Daniel Dubois all hit clean, yet somehow never managed to put down. Despite that track record, Verhoeven argues that Usyk has never truly absorbed the kind of hurt people imagine. He recalls moments where Fury appeared to stagger him with uppercuts, insisting those vulnerabilities are genuine openings. In his view, multiple opportunities exist for him to land something fight-altering. Rico believes that while others may have touched Usyk cleanly, none of them carried his specific brand of kickboxing power or timing. He sees cracks where others saw only invincibility, and that vision fuels his unwavering belief in a finishing blow.
Rico, AJ, Dubois, they've all landed their best shots on Usyk. He hasn't gone down, he hasn't been knocked out. Why do you believe you have the power to do this?
I don't think so. I don't think they landed their best shot on Usyk, because he's so slithery. He's all over the place. So I think he didn't get like rocked the right way. In the Fury fight, he got the uppercut. He was rocked. He was like wobbly. So it's definitely, it can be done.
Will the kickboxing king shock the world, or will the boxing master remind everyone why he reigns supreme? Two worlds collide, one ring, no room for doubt. Rico brings raw power. Usyk brings surgical precision. The countdown has begun. Drop your prediction below. Like, share, and subscribe for more. Who leaves with the belt and who leaves with broken dreams? Stay locked in for the biggest crossover battle ever.